Today's episode, our very first episode, the topic is how spirituality can change your life. Hold on, let me get the quote. 4, 5, 6. On the right track, guys. Just saw 4, 5, 6. So there was this quote. It said, "The best part of being spiritual is getting to decide what that means to you. Spirituality isn't a box that comes with a set of rules. It's a path that leads you within." So with that, let's start with the basics first. What is spirituality? Spirituality can be interpreted differently by different individuals because we all have our own unique perceptions on life. But from my perspective, spirituality is an individual's search for meaning and purpose in life, the belief that there is something greater than oneself, a higher power, and that life is not coincidental but synchronistic and You hear my cat? What, Chi? Okay, but life is not coincidental but synchronistic in association with the fact that we are a part of something divine in nature. And we as spiritual beings having a human experience are also divine in nature, being that we are the creator's creations. Now, what is spiritual awakening? Spiritual awakening is the development of a new state of consciousness, the awakening to a new sense of being. Let's keep in mind you can go through multiple spiritual awakenings throughout your lifetime because we are constantly growing, learning, and gaining more awareness. My mom said this thing the other day. She said change is constant, and that's the only thing that's constant. Now let's shift our focus to the topic of today's episode, how spirituality can change your life. Spirituality changes your perspective on life. And ultimately, when your perspective changes, your point of view of life changes. And in turn, you begin to see the bigger picture of life and how everything is connected. You start to come to the realization that life is more than what you see and are shown. You begin to question a lot of things. You start to gain the awareness that in this world, in this life, we really don't know anything. But the fun thing about it is we don't know anything, and you gain the curiosity to learn what resonates with you and what your truth is, because everyone is going to have a different perception or a different perspective. And for me personally, I know I started to change what I was focused on. Instead of focusing on the external environment, I started to focus on the internal, that is myself and my personal growth, because the basis of spirituality is mastering self, so then you can master your reality. So that poses the question, how do you master self? Well, from what I've learned, a lot of it is unlearning conditioned behaviors that have been inflicted on pretty much everyone via trauma, unstable environments, and even the school system, among other things. Let me give you an example. I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this, or some have tougher skin, but I recall times in my childhood and even in my adulthood where I've been made to feel less than through comparison or just judgment by others. Those experiences then caused me to have low self-esteem, and I'm gonna just call it how it is. I didn't truly love myself at the time because I didn't know myself, especially now viewing it after a period of healing where I've actually learned to love myself and where I've got to learn who I am. But growing your confidence and your self-esteem, especially after like all the judgment and traumas we go throughout our life, it is definitely a one step at a time journey. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's life. Making constant progress towards bettering yourself so then you can attract what you desire. Another step you can take towards bettering yourself is allowing time to nourish yourself, because you deserve it. There's no better reason. When you take the time to take care of yourself, you're able to lead a more balanced life that prioritizes your mental, emotional, and physical health over self-limiting patterns, beliefs, and distractions that will only keep you in a negative cycle. And I'm sure you don't want to be there, especially when we all deserve to flourish in this lifetime. Learning and developing an understanding of spirituality opens your awareness to becoming mindful and being in the present moment. Being mindful or mindfulness is defined as a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. Mindfulness is really a life-changing practice because it actively helps you choose how you experience life, which can greatly benefit your mentality. You begin to go from being on autopilot to being in full control, and that is where you should push yourself to make conscious decisions that improve you instead of keep you stagnant. One thing about the 21st century is we are very consumed in our technology, and literally everybody knows it. We scroll through our phones looking at content that doesn't benefit us, occupying our minds from our responsibilities, and sometimes it even produces negative thoughts and feelings like jealousy and insecurity. I explain this in order to say that the overutilization of technology for purposes that do not necessarily serve you for the greater good keeps you in an unproductive state, when being productive and actively conscious is really the best way to improve yourself and your life. Instead of scrolling through social media wishing you could have something you see or comparing yourself to others, you could literally look up a video that teaches you something. That way you're learning. This is what making conscious decisions is about: weighing your options and being aware of the choices you make. And obviously you want to make choices that align with your improvement. A quote from Angelus Aaron states that there comes a time in the spiritual journey when you start making choices from a very different place. And if a choice lines up so that it supports truth, health, happiness, wisdom, and love, it's the right choice. Oppressors in the system want you to think you aren't in control of your life, but it's actually the complete opposite. You are in control and you do have the power. You just have to claim it, have faith in it, and take inspired action towards your development. Mindfulness, or being in the present moment, is also a great way to reprogram your mind. It helps you shift your awareness and allows you to differentiate between what you truly feel and what is a result of your conditioning. So then you can reprogram your mind from being your worst critic to your greatest supporter. And this is especially important for empaths who tend to absorb others' feelings, thoughts, and emotions. When you master producing positive thinking and thoughts, you're able to more easily call in your manifestations because you're vibrating at a way higher frequency when you're in a positive state of mind versus when you're stuck in negativity. I'd like to mention that changing takes time. It's not always a smooth process to bettering yourself in your life. And don't expect to change in one day. You can, but it usually takes time and truly is a never-ending process. Be realistic with yourself and your goals and allow yourself to make mistakes because that is a part of the process. Sometimes it might take you a couple cycles to understand a lesson. As long as you're trying, your efforts won't go unnoticed. Embracing spirituality isn't just a journey, it's a profound transformation that unfolds within you. As you delve deeper into the realms of understanding, you may find that spirituality provides you with a compass, guiding you towards a richer sense of meaning and purpose in life. This journey often leads to a pivotal realization, the recognition that shifting your perspective can open the door to you becoming one with Source. You begin to sense a profound connection to something greater. It's in this sacred space that you develop an unwavering knowing, a deep understanding that you are here for a reason, a purpose that is uniquely yours. And when you come to that profound realization, life transforms into a mental game, a journey of self-discovery where you unravel the layers of your being. It becomes a quest to understand yourself better, to identify areas for growth, and to eliminate those aspects that no longer serve your higher purpose. From my personal opinion, and you'll probably hear this a lot on your spiritual journey, on this journey of self-discovery, it's important to adopt a mindset that views challenges not as obstacles, but as valuable lessons, opportunities for you to grow. Every twist and turn in your journey becomes a chance to refine your character, to evolve into the person you are destined to be. It's important to understand that the universe, Source, the Most High, whatever term resonates with you, is not working against you. In fact, it's intricately working for you, conspiring to orchestrate experiences meant to shape and mold your spirit, your soul. Consider this: the challenges you faced, the traumas you endured, they are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones on your path of evolution. In gratitude, you recognize that these experiences have shown you the depths of your strength and power. They have revealed that you are not merely a bystander in the journey of life, but a resilient force capable of overcoming adversity. So, as you navigate your uniquely intricate spiritual journey, remember this: challenges are not setbacks, they are stepping stones, and each one carries the potential to illuminate the path toward your highest self. And with that, thank you for joining us on our very first episode of Shifting Reality. Before we part ways, let's draw an angel tarot card for a little affirmation and positive vibes to carry with you until we meet again. 1 second, let me pick the card. So your affirmation card, or your tarot card for today, is full dream ahead. Don't delay any longer. Act with courage and listen to your intuition. It's the guiding voice of your soul. And again, thank you for being a part of our spiritual community. Until next time, stay enlightened, stay blessed, and may your journey be filled with endless discoveries.